Hey y'all, and welcome to Chrissy's Clucky Chronicles, where everything's absolutely chaos and drama out here on the chicken yard. Well, since we're here, we got some kind of exciting things going on this morning. It's not raining, the weather's pretty decent, it's not super cold, and Ricky, Bobby, and Charlie have been in the baby brooder barn for quite some time, and they're fully feathered out and they're getting some good size on them. So Nana Roo doesn't even know, so I've got to tell Nana Roo. Let's tell them together. Nana Roo, guess what? Mommy is going to go get Ricky, Bobby, and Charlie, and we're going to put them in the kennel crate and bring them over here for you to inspect and for you to see. So guess what? I think you're gonna have a new crop of girls. Maybe he's excited, maybe he's not. Nana Roo is the chicken boss out here on the chicken yard, so you always have to run things by him first. And I know I'm getting to that. He's also the chicken inspector for any other additional projects that we build out here. Are you excited for Ricky, Bobby, and Charlie? Shall we go get them? I think we shall. So this is Ricky, and Ricky, even though the comb is not completely fully out just yet and it's not colored just yet, Ricky has got some really good size, and it can run pretty fast. There's not very many little down feathers left on Ricky. Let me see if I can turn him here so he don't act all crazy. See the feathers? And it's got some pretty good size on Ricky right now. I know you don't like that. I know you don't like that, but I'm trying to show the folks. Yes, let's show them, okay? Let's show them what we're talking about. So most of the feathers are completely fully feathered in, so it's great protection. Been out here on the chicken yard, doesn't really require that baby light anymore, and it's got some good size. They're going to be able to experience every day over the next week going out visiting the chicken yard inside the protective kennel crate. Now this will also allow for Nana Roo to sniff, to inspect, to decide, you know, eventually who's going to be one of his girls. And then Lynn, our security guard Roo, will also be able to sniff and look and decide, hey, is one of these going to be one of my girls, you know? That's just how it is. But the main thing is protection, so that over the next week they'll understand where they're going, why they're going out there, and they'll understand the rules of the chicken yard. So let's get to it. Alright, so we got to have bedding. Bedding's got to go in the bottom of that container because they're used to bedding. It's softer. If they get tired and they want to lay down, then they can do that. Plus it catches any unnecessary like chicken droppings and just chicken boo-boos, you know. So they'll go on the bottom of the kennel crate. We're going to go ahead and put some of this in. Then we're going to grab their food, and I'm going to get a different watering system, and we're going to put that inside the kennel crate. That way they got plenty of food that they need, plenty of water. They'll get plenty of snackies, and the other chickens out there on the chicken yard can just have at it. They can introduce themselves. They can get used to things over there. Even though they're in close proximity, it's not the same. They still need to be properly introduced. So let's go. All right, so we'll put the crate in here first. We're gonna move it around over here to the side where that concrete pad is. Nanaru's extremely interested because he knows exactly what this means. And he's like, oh my goodness, new girls, something new. And we'll just sit it down here. All right. So now we've got it placed in the long way here on this concrete pad. Now we got to go get the board to go over the top of it. And they already know what's happening because this has happened before. Every year when we hatch babies, especially new ones, they all kind of got to get used to like, oh my gosh, we know what this means. We're going to inspect because there's some new kids on the block running out here. So we're going to give them a few minutes and then we're going to put that board on top so they don't have any issues with nasties. All right, so we have some new introductions here, some new babies. We're going to put Ricky in first. We're going to put Charlie in second. And we're going to put Bobby in last. That way Nanaru can talk to them and they can get used to things out here on the chicken yard. Nanaru's going to give them the ropes and the rules, and one of our lead hens over here, which is Ludibelle, she's going to be explaining a lot to them. And Nanaru's going to have big conversations, and we're going to get out of here and let the girls come in here and talk. So I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it's so super cute. So the older girls out here, Nanny and Ludibelle, they're going to introduce themselves to the younger babies. Basically, they're laying down the rules, and they're like, you know, when you come out here like for like full time for good, we're going to establish a pecking order with you guys, and we're going to let you know what you can and what you can't do, and which boyfriends you can have and what you can't have. And if you be friends with us, then you can hang with us in our group. But if you don't, then we're going to pick on you. That's just how it works around here on the chicken yard. So they're kind of giving them the rules. Yeah, it's kind of like when you go to high school and you're in the 9th grade and all these seniors told you to wear green on your first day of school and you ended up being called a greenie. You know, it's the same thing. It's like the seniors come out and tell the freshmen that, you know, hey, we're the biddies on the block. We're the head peckers out here and you're just little tiny peckers. And they'll pay attention for a little while. And then they won't. And then Nanaru has to pick out which one or which ones that he's going to want in his little harem of girls. So we decided to turn the lights on in here. It's a real nice, about 76 degrees in the barn. And we put the 7 babies out here for today because it is so sunny and so warm and so pretty. So we have Heather, Denise, Diane, and Russ, and Tam, and back there in the back we got Lori, and then we got Catherine, and we're just gonna let them play in the baby barn. It's always a good idea to move them and put them in different little places if you can, as long as it's warm enough. And we've got 2 nice lights for them to get under. Got plenty of places for them to run around, stretch their little legs, because it gets cramped up being in those little brooders sometimes. So, nice day. We're just gonna do this and have a good time with them. They already know what their feeder looks like, They have a big watering system, and it kind of gets them used to doing things outside and kind of toughens them up just a little bit. Alright, so every day for about a week, as long as it's not raining and the weather's not too cold, we will put Ricky, Bobby, and Charlie into the kennel crate for protection so they can kind of get used to the noises and the things out here, and they'll introduce themselves to the rest of the flock out here. We'll just have a good time. Then after a week's time, we will release them out here on the chicken yard. We'll monitor them and we'll see how it goes. And I think it's going to go pretty well. So Nanaroo's already crowing about it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for liking and subscribing. And Nanny really does appreciate you guys buying some merch and some coffee mugs and some t-shirts and stuff, because she's been able to get her some of that bearded lady stuff, you know, that she likes to put on her beard to make it so nice and fluffy. That helps her maintain her job at the chicken circus as the famous bearded lady. Yes, and you do a fabulous job of that, Nanny. But anyway, thank you guys for liking, subscribing, and joining in this crazy chaos that we call the chicken yard out here with the pecking crew. So anyway, Nanny, do you have any last words that you would like to say to the people? Anything at all? Anything? We're going to let her have the last word. Anything? That's very nice. Did y'all get that? That was so nice. Y'all should really go get another t-shirt. She just said the sweetest thing ever. My God. Nanny, you're so sweet. Oh my goodness. Y'all. You're so sweet.